Ever noticed how your African gray parrot seems to play favorites? Maybe they chatter away with one person, but stay silent or even distant with others. It's like they have their own secret way of picking who they're closest to. In today's video, we'll explore the unique social dynamics of African gray parrots and why they often have strong preferences for certain family members over others. So, if you're curious about why your feathered friend seems to favor someone or avoid someone else, stick around to find out. African gray parrots are widely known for their intelligence and complex social behavior. They aren't just pets. They're family members with individual personalities, likes, dislikes, and even preferences for certain people. These preferences might come as a surprise, but they're deeply rooted in a parrot's nature. Today, we'll break down why African greys form strong bonds with certain family members, how they show their affection, or lack of it, and what it all means for building a positive relationship with your African grey. Key points. Why do African greys have preferences? First, let's talk about why African grey parrots can have favorites. Like humans, these parrots are social creatures, but they have a strong instinct to form close bonds with only a few trusted individuals. In the wild, African greys tend to mate for life and form lifelong bonds with their chosen partners or flock mates. In a household setting, they'll often select a favorite person who they feel is their primary partner or protector. This bond forms through consistent, positive interactions. African greys are observant and sensitive to our behaviors, who feeds them, spends time talking to them, and offers gentle care. Over time, they associate these experiences with trust and affection. But while African greys bond strongly with one or two individuals, they can also develop dislikes or even fears toward other family members, sometimes for reasons that aren't immediately obvious. Signs your African grey likes someone. So, how can you tell if an African grey likes someone? Well, when a parrot likes or trusts a person, they'll show it through various behaviors. They may sing, whistle, or talk more when that person is around. They might lean in for head scratches or sit close to them, showing a sense of comfort. African greys also tend to preen, a behavior where they clean or groom themselves, or even try to groom the person they trust. All these signs mean your parrot feels safe and bonded with this individual. Signs your African grey dislikes someone. But just like they show affection, African greys can also express dislike. When they aren't fond of someone, they might become visibly uncomfortable. You might see them avoid eye contact, puff up their feathers, or even hiss if the person approaches too closely. In more extreme cases, they may even nip or bite if they feel threatened. This reaction is often linked to a lack of trust or simply a personality clash. Yes, African greys are just that complex. Why does my parrot dislike certain people? Why would an African grey dislike certain people? The reasons can be varied. Sometimes it's due to body language or voice pitch. Other times it could be past experiences. Parrots, especially African greys, are incredibly sensitive and observant. For example, if someone made sudden movements or spoke loudly near them in the past, the parrot might associate that person with stress or fear. It could also be that they sense unfamiliarity or inconsistency in interactions. African greys need time and patience to form positive associations, and some family members may simply not be around enough for that bond to build. Can you change their preferences? So, can these preferences change? Yes, but it requires patience. Building trust with an African grey takes consistent, positive interactions. If a family member wants to improve their relationship with the parrot, they can try feeding them treats, speaking softly, and engaging in gentle play or training sessions. Over time, these positive interactions can help the parrot feel more comfortable and even begin to bond with them. In the end, African gray parrots are incredibly social and individualistic creatures. They have likes and dislikes, preferences for certain family members, and ways of expressing both. Building a bond with an African gray requires patience, understanding, and respect for their unique personalities. If you're wondering why your African gray loves one person but avoids another, remember, it's all part of their complex social nature. Embrace it, work with it, and you may be surprised at how adaptable and affectionate they can be. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe TikTok Parrot for more insights into African Grey behavior. And mention in the comments, does your African Grey have a favorite family member? I would love to hear your stories.